talked the generalized 4 layers of any digestive tract tissue, and so the stomach looks like that also. It has 3 layers of muscle instead of 2 that we were seeing on the small intestine. So it has the circular, which is wrapping around the stomach here, sort of circular going around, longitudinal going lengthwise from top to bottom. But you also have oblique kind of coming in sideways. Why would you have 3 layers in the stomach instead of just 2 like you have in the intestine? Well, what's the job of the stomach? The stomach is churning. It's got to take that raw food that's coming in, you've masticated it, and you've mixed it with saliva, and you swallowed it, it's gone down the esophagus, dumps into the stomach, and the job of the stomach is to make that into mush. Some of the old movies, they had this gruel. They give the students at the boarding school a bowl, and they've got gruel in there, and it's just, food, like oatmeal or something, but it's food kind of ground up already, and then they give you a spoon, and you just ladle the gruel in. Well, the stomach is making chyme, and chyme it looks like the same kind of stuff. It's mixed in with lots of mucus, and it's mixed around, and it's this goop. And so the goop is the job of getting that into that shape. You're going to need to. It's like kneading something. You're churning. Your stomach is churning, and so you need that oblique muscle as well. So you have the circular, longitudinal, and oblique, so that the stomach can really move the food around. And then we're familiar with the rest of this structure too, right? So I think I'm gonna, I'm almost gonna leave off there. I think I just want to. Okay, you see this kind of structure. You see this down here, lots of muscle. And when you see structures like this, you know that that is some sort of villus. It would make sense that that's intestinal or some sort of digestive tract material. Just wanted to point this out, that within the stomach, gastric glands, there are these indented areas, and then you've got a bunch of different cell types. So you've got surface mucus cells, mucus neck cells, parietal cells, and the parietal cells are where they're making the hydrochloric acid. And they made the hydrochloric acid, we said, using pumps. They can pump hydrogen ions across, and they use bicarbonate as an intermediate. They pump out hydrogen ions and chlorine ions, and together that makes HCl, so hydrochloric acid. So that's the parietal cell. There are the chief cells. They secrete the pepsinogen, which is the precursor of pepsin. So once pepsinogen sees the acidic environment, it's cleaved, and you get active pepsin, and makes a gastric lipase. And then you have these G cells. They're enteroendocrine cells that secrete gastrin into the blood. So they're protected, and they're all the way down here, these enteroendocrine cells. And these, they are neurotransmitters as well. And so they, one of the things that they can do is they can signal other cells using some neurotransmitters, and typically that's serotonin, which stands for 5-hydroxytryptamine, or 5-HT, they talk about it sometimes. It's interesting because the work that I've done with this, I'm going to be giving you guys some sections of small and large intestine here in just a minute, and there was some discussion on the enterochromaffin cell, and it turns out that the enterochromaffin cell is actually the same as the enteroendocrine cell. It's just if you stain it with a chromic stain, then people that are identifying that stained section would call that an enterochromaffin cell because it was used to chromate stain. Isn't that funny? So it's actually the same cell. If you stained that same cell with a silver compound, then people identifying those cells would call them argentafin cells. Well, argent is silver, argentafin cell. So it shows you how our naming for the cells is sometimes derived from the stains that we use. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. So let's get set up on the lab. Take out microscopes, and I'll come down with these sections for you guys to analyze. Any questions about this stuff? So we've got a section on the other organs in the body that are contributing to the digestive tract. And we might do that next week. So what we have remaining this week is on Monday we have an exam. That's exam 3. So we're just working on the digestive tract, trying to get a handle on that. On Wednesday, we will do a review, but we'll also talk about some associated organs, chapter 16, with the digestive tract. We'll do a review and show lots of histology pictures, and I'll give you a handout with some sample questions on it. So, but for today, we went over the digestive tract, and we're doing a lab with sections. What's that? I was thinking it would be. What do you think? Is that okay? Yeah. Chapter 16 is not difficult. It's a shorter chapter. I think the two most difficult chapters have been the nervous system, and I think the digestive tract has got a lot of detail in it too. But if you keep in mind the 4 layers that you're used to typically seeing, and that there's a lot of mucosa, most of the histology sections make sense.